Thank you for joining me on today's session. We will be talking about World Liberty Financial price and then the project and the value proposition that it has to offer. So I'm just trying to send a reminder to the WhatsApp and Telegram channel. Okay, so that everyone can join and we take it from there. Okay, so we are live. We are live on the stream. If you're new here, kindly join the community. Give a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. If you just joined, send a hi in the comments. Let's feel your presence if you're here. If you just joined this class today, we're going to talk about meme coins and then talk about Greg. Hello, Greg. Thanks for joining, Michael. Michael Downson, thanks for joining. I see you right there. I see your hi. Michael just sent a hi. I think I'm having too much glare from the light. So is it okay? WhatsApp, you've been trying to join WhatsApp. If you have, do you have Telegram? If you have Telegram, type in undervalued crypto and then just send me a hi. Send me a hi and then I'll okay, so for Telegram, you can actually join directly by searching for undervalued crypto. Undervalued crypto on Telegram. You can join directly. Hello, Bright. Bright says hi. Salami, hi. Is it Salami? Yeah, Ebenezer, hi. Yeah, hi. Life Spring Wealth, you've been doing a very great job. Well done, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Mac, hello. Thank you guys for joining. So, you know what? If you don't have Telegram, which is, I'm speaking to Titch. If you don't have Telegram, you can just comment hi under one of my YouTube videos, right? And then I'll send you a message. Fester says, "Good day, sir. I'm a student and I'm trying to make money for my school fees this September." Okay, good. But crypto is a very risky place, so you might even lose the money. So you just have to be careful. Crypto is a very risky place. I don't think it's a place you can bet on that you're going to make money for school fees. So just so you know, right, we'll be talking about World Liberty Financial. We'll look at the value proposition and the price on the market right now. Everyone is laughing. Yeah, because if you want money for your school fees, crypto is like the last place you should be thinking of. Yes, I know you've heard of people making money, but you don't want to gamble with your school fees. Just be very, very careful. I wouldn't even advise that. You can lose everything. Because school fees is not money you can afford to lose. And the rule in crypto is that never invest an amount you cannot afford to lose. So automatically, it's not something you want to do. Is my microphone better today? Is it better today? Yesterday, I had a backlash on people saying my sound was very bad. So I don't know. Let me know. One moment. I like to close my window so that the sound is kept in the room. One of the first people I've watched about crepe, so thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so now that we are in, we have about 20 people in today's class, but we have only 3 likes, which means that the algorithm will not be pushing this video to more people. But let us bring on the likes so that the algorithm can suggest or recommend this video to more people out there. Okay. All right. So let's take the likes up to about 10 minimum, and then we start. Okay, minimum of 10 likes, then we start today's lecture. Okay, right. So we are going to be discussing whether World Liberty Financial, we just launched the Trump coin. This is the second Trump coin, right? We are going to discuss if it has enough value proposition for us to see this project as a long-term project. Okay, that's one of the things we want to be doing. And then we are going to look at the meme coin market and spot maybe one or two we can buy, make some gains on our money, and then come out. Okay, so we have the likes intact, so we are going to start. Thank you so much. And in the course of the discussion, if you have any questions or any concerns, just write them down in the comment section and then we'll discuss them. So thank you so much. We're starting today's class. Now, what I'll typically do is to just show you my screen. Okay, so all right. Now, this is the World Liberty Finance token we just launched out. This is the current price. You can see from here, we have the price at 26 cents. Okay, it keeps going up and down. So I'm not surprised to see that we have price ranging this way. I'm not really surprised because number one, the kind of person or the kind of company that is launching out this coin can affect whether it will range or it will dump immediately or it's going to pump for a long time. The kind of people behind this coin is a factor. Okay. It was a water candle. Yeah, this is what people call the God candle. So mostly on these exchanges, that is one reason why everyone, when they create a coin, they're like, hey, we need to list on Binance, we need to list on a major exchange. This thing right here is one of the reasons. This pump. Okay, this pump. Because the original listing price, and guess what? People are buying in private sale. People bought in private sale. There was private sale for these coins, right? But you are at the lower level, right? Or you are the lower echelon. So you don't even get to hear that people are buying here. And so when the coin is listing, they're actually going to list very low like this because this is actually where the private sale starts. So if I hover over this candle, for example, if I hover over this candle, you would see it gives me some statistics at the top. It says open was 0.035 cents. So if someone asks you, what was the launch price of this coin? This is it. It's opened at this point, then closed at this price, and then the lowest price it went was the open price that it was at, which is 3 cents and a 5. So World Liberty listed at 3 cents and a 5. 3 cents and a 5 was the lowest, this point, where a lot of people were buying private sale. So let's say if I got like 10K, because people buying a private sale, they are not going to be buying like retailers. They are not going to be buying $100. They are going to be buying like 10K minimum. So if I have like 10K minimum, right? If I have 10K minimum, 1, 2, 3, 10K minimum. And then the price, so I'm buying at 0.035. Okay. These are the number of coins I'm going to get. If I have 10K, $10,000, and then I'm putting, this is the price, the open price or the private sale price, I'm going to get 285K coins. Okay. Now, these number of coins, I'm going to multiply this by the all-time high, or let's even say let's say the all-time high. All-time high, when we hover over this again, it's going to give us what, 78 cents. Okay. But not everybody is able to cash out at that point. So let's just be a little bit moderate and say maybe 60 cents. Okay. I just want to see what someone would make if they got in on a private sale. So their 10K, after getting on a private sale, their 10K will be 171K at this price, 60 cents. Right. So the reason why prices fall like this on the first candle is that everybody that bought in the private sale and all the people that entered with robots, right? All these guys will now be cashing out on the first candle. That is why every time on a major exchange, when it pumps like this, you would see a drop immediately because most of them got in at the lower prices. But you and I are coming in as retail traders or retail buyers. This is our best bet. This is where we are buying from. Now, the future of this coin will now be dependent on whether this coin has some future value to offer. That is what is going to tell if we are going to be doing well holding this coin. Okay, you need a value proposition. Okay, so I'm going to go in, lower my time frame, and then go in to see what is happening. I think I've actually increased it. Anyway. Okay, so we have 78 cents as the all-time high. And then we have, let me remove this. I like to remove this. Okay. Let's do some quick analysis of the price. Okay. One thing I've observed on major exchanges is that whenever price starts from a certain low, the price, like 99.9% of the time, would never come back to this point. Even Picoin that listed for cheap and was basically free for everyone. Yeah, well, I say basically free because we all mined it, right? And it took our time. So time is not free. But then I would say that it was free in a certain sense, in a certain technical sense. Picoin was free. Now, even Picoin that people did not put their hard-earned money in before the launch still did not hit the open price at which it launched. Okay, so how much more coins that people actually have to buy? So I would say that this price, anything, oh, it's even lower than that. Let's go down. Okay, I thought that was the low. Okay, now any price, I'm going to take my Fibonacci. I showed you guys in the other live. I'm going to take my Fibonacci. I'm on the low area, and I'm going to draw this to the highest point. And then I zoom in. I want to show you something. But even with this, if I want to be very conservative, I'm going to bring it to the natural all-time high. This is a more natural all-time high because the first pump is just like a pump. Okay, so it doesn't really count. It doesn't really make technical sense. So we are going to go with this one. If I'm going to enter in on this coin, I could enter in at this area. Any area from 236%. Sorry, this looks a lot. Let me just use something else. Because that seems a lot. I'll use my parallel channel. Anywhere from here, looking at how it's falling, I'm going to enter in anywhere from here. If price falls below 6.618, this is going to be dangerous because it's almost close to, it's more than half. It's gone past the half mark. The halfway mark is here. The halfway mark is here. This one. This is the halfway mark. Right where the line I drew ends. So this is like a reasonable zone for me to buy. Anything above that, I might be catching it late or I might become exit liquidity. Also for people that bought here. Because there are some people that bought here that haven't cashed out yet. Okay. So you also have to be careful with that. All right, now let's look. We know that price is ranging now. We need to give it some time. After a coin launches out, you need to give it some time, especially if it's like a hype coin like this. Give it some time for it to settle down in price because as it stands, people don't know whether they should keep holding or buy now. So give it some time to cool down and then we can find its real price. So we can't say that we know its real price at the moment. We need to give it some time to cool down. It's currently at 26 cents. Okay, so that's for World Liberty. Abubakar says, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, boss. Now, let's look at the value proposition. What do they have to offer that will make us hold this coin? Or is it just another avenue for Trump to launch another coin and make more money, right? Is it just, okay, let me launch a new coin because the first one I launched did so well. So I just want to launch another one and make more money? Or there's actually some value that is being proposed through this project that should incite us to hold. Truly says hi. Hello. Afternoon, Holokora. Okay. So it says WLFI is now tradable where DeFi meets TradeFi. Okay. And bridging legacy finance in the open economy with purpose-built on-chain products. Okay. Let's go down. Unlock this and start trading. It says the community spoke and we listened. Thanks to your governance vote, W is now tradable. Okay. Is available on the following blockchain network. You can buy on Ethereum. This is the address. You can also buy on Binance. This is the address. You can buy on Solana. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now this is what they are proposing. If you are on this live, kindly drop a like on the video. Thank you so much. Now, the US dollar stablecoin upgraded for a new era of finance. Now, I feel that these things are the things that are supposed to happen for us to now start seeing XRP and all those things move. I think they might not tell you in face value, but I think that this move is towards something that big that is coming. This World Liberty Finance, like I just feel in my guts that it's a plan towards something they want to reintroduce. And Trump is looking at using this coin for some new financial system he wants to bring. That's what I feel in my guts. Okay, so he says the US dollar stablecoin upgraded for a new era of finance, stable, secure, and transparent by design. You're going to deposit crypto via the wallet or bank account, spend by accessing your liquidity anytime. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. Lend and borrow. There is nothing that sounds so new here. Everything is like normally being done by other projects. Enoch says, let's look at dogs and MemeFi. Yeah, we're going to look at all those things. So just be a little bit patient. Let's check the value proposition. So I'm going to check the products. What do they have? Providers, bridge, exit. See, there's nothing new here. Unlock, trade, governance. Governance is where people with large bags make decisions. So they govern how money should be used. Brand assets. See, there's nothing really major about this coin, right? There's nothing really major about this coin. So I feel like it's just, we need to launch a coin and probably use it for something else in the future. There's nothing here that is so special. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. They have a forum where people are discussing stuff. I don't think it's anything like major. Okay. All right. So now let's go to our meme coins. Yeah, let's go to our meme coins because there's nothing really major here going on. Why is the circulating supply 25 billion? Liquidity at 6 million. How is that possible? 1.5 billion investment. Because the coin says, well, they're going to invest 1.5 billion. He's asking why is liquidity at 6 million? Well, of course, they're not going to put every $1 billion into the liquidity because there'll be too much money for people to cash out. And the price is going to be very high if liquidity is high. Okay, liquidity is high. Not able to claim the token. You can claim it on BitGet once it launches. After it launches. A little confused. Try to claim it, but it shows already claimed. Don't sell your coins. Here is why. There's nothing too special about this coin, apart from maybe some secret agenda that will be revealed to us. But as it stands, it just looks like a normal coin. There's nothing really special. Okay, so just know it's hype. It's got on hype. Let's check our meme coin dashboard. Okay, for those of you that came for meme coins. Now, Festus is asking, are you buying the coin? Okay, so I mentioned earlier on that I just don't like to buy hype coins. It's just something that I learned many years ago. There's too much bot activity. There's too much, you know, buy and sell pressure. Sometimes your network gets congested. So I don't really like to jump on board. So I see someone also created the World Liberty Financial Token, as people always do. This guy created it here. Let's see whether they locked liquidity. Okay, they locked liquidity 2-3. Is it the? Oh, it might be the original token. Audit says no issues. This might be. Let's see. Let's check the chart and see if it's the original. It doesn't look like the original, does it? Does it? No. This was launched July 7th, well past July 7th. So this is not even the real one. Someone launched it way before. Crypto. Someone launched it in, was it January? No, was it October? Someone launched this coin in October 2024. World Liberty. And look, it got a lot of people to buy. And got a lot of people to buy again because they think it's the real one. This is why you need to do your research and also learn about the authenticity of some of these coins here. And that's why I hold this class. So just by looking at when the coin was launched, you would know that this is not the real product, right? Sometimes people can replicate hype and then it sells on the market. So just be careful. Be careful. World Liberty. Yeah, just be careful. This is not a real one. All right. Okay, so like we typically do, we need to filter by age. And because we said we are looking for coins that are very new. This one says unstable cult. Okay. And they've boosted this coin. So we need to come here and check what is going on with this coin. Are there a lot of makers in the market? We have 1,200 makers. So these are the unique wallets that have bought into this coin. Okay. We still see a couple of buys coming in. This is a freshly launched coin. Some are also selling. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna check on. So this one. Oh, I was trying to click. Okay. This one bought, he hasn't sold yet. I'm looking for sell wallets. Okay. I'm looking for sell wallets. I want to show you something. You see, it's moving too fast. I wanted to. Do you see this? He's made a $6 profit. That's what I want to show you. Like when you hover over it, you're going to see how much they bought, sold, and how much they made. Okay. Yeah, patience says learning. Now, this person put in 19, cashed out 12, made a $7 loss. So you can actually see the profits and losses people are making when the coin launches out right here. Let's go to a smaller time frame and see if the chart looks natural. I would say it looks natural. Yes, there are some coins that when they launch, they fall in price. There are coins like that. Okay. So we see the buyers coming in, a lot of makers in the market. I think that this coin is genuinely trading. It's not a honeypot, because with a honeypot coin, you're going to see that, oh, somebody just cashed out big. With honeypot, you are going to see that there are only green candles rising upward and there's no sell. A honeypot simply means that everybody can buy, but they have designed the contract such that you cannot sell. Okay, but this one is trading well. People are buying and selling here. Liquidity lock, 1,300 market makers, 94K volume. They have their socials here. So let's check their website and see what they're about. This is called what's the name of the coin again? Unstable coin, USC. So there was a stable coin and then there's now unstable coin. I think that people are replicating or copying, other names and just tweaking it a bit. Okay. Let's see what they have on the website. On stablecoin, a new court where everything is unstable. Okay, that is scary. It sounds scary. Okay. Total supply is 1 billion. Liquidity they've burned. But it doesn't, let's see. Does it say burned liquidity? Oh, okay, they've burned liquidity. Okay, so this looks like a coin I would buy if I'm doing the $10 to $100 challenge, right? But remember, don't hold for too long. These are new coins, right? They haven't stood the test of time. So when we start our $10 to $100 meme coin challenge on Friday, I'll announce it on the group. We'll do Friday to Sunday, 3 days of turning $10 to 100. Now, if I'm doing that challenge, right, this is a coin I would buy. And I would possibly buy at such a price point like this, right? Because it's an entry price where price seems to be bouncing off this. So like this is a good spot to re-enter the market. We are going to leave this chart and then come back and see if it's able to get to a point like this. And we know that at least that is substantial profit. Okay, so I'll leave this chart and see what happens. Do we have any issues with the coin? Audit says no issues. It says mintable, freezable, no. We'll give it some time and see if it's going to do well or if people are going to sell off from here. Okay. Pair was created 19 minutes ago. Like I said, it's a very fresh coin. 18K in USC, 18K in Solana, 99K market cap, banned liquidity. Okay. All right. So it's falling a bit. But anyway, we're going to come back and see if the price falls further or goes up. Okay. I'll leave this window open. Now, someone is asking in the comments, how do we join the $10 to $100 challenge? You'd simply, share a screenshot. What we do is that when you want to join, you simply share a screenshot of your wallet while holding 10 USDT or 12. We'll do 12 so that the $2 can account for gas fees when you're swapping here and there. Okay. And I think we can do it for both Solana and Binance Smart Chain coins. And after 3 days, so Friday, by Sunday, you share your results, the screenshot of how much you have made or how much you took the $10 from to. Okay. All right. Let's see. New coins. Okay, unstable. Someone has created a coin, says Stupid World Liberty Financial. He has a personal beef. And he launched the 1 hour ago. It's made 130. Okay, let's see what this guy is saying. Let's see the price. People just create all sort of stuff. This is the logo. You can see he has a personal beef against Trump. He's burned only 66% of the liquidity. There are almost 500 makers in the market. Let's see. Price started at 0.4 zeros and a 9, currently at 4 zeros and a 2, 3 zeros and a 2. Created 1 hour 45 minutes ago. Pooled liquidity 40K. No socials, which makes me very skeptical. This guy doesn't plan to be around for a long time. Yes, I know socials. We cannot just use socials to judge if people are going to stay in a project for a long time, but at least it's one thing that can make us check out the community strength. Okay. Means that there's no community if there's no socials. It's just like people seeing the coin online and trying to buy. Right. So someone is asking, send screenshot to where, please? So we have a WhatsApp chat group. You can send a screenshot to the WhatsApp chat group when we're about to start. Okay. All right. So this coin, I'm not going to get in on it. The volume is not moving that much. Somebody just put in $300. Volume is not moving that much. Like the candlesticks are just like, they feel static. They're not really moving that much. And this guy has locked liquidity partially. I feel that he could just cash out on everybody. I mean, with the rest of the liquidity that hasn't been burned. So you have to be careful trading this one. Let's go back to the charts. Let's see if we can find any new pairs that came like minutes ago. World Liberty Printer. You see this thing with crypto, everyone tries to create a coin around something that has caught on hype. So World Liberty Printer is going to print more money. Let's see the chart. Will I give you a coin to buy for the 10 to 100 challenge? No, you are just going to use the things you are learning from me in these live streams to find your own coins and trade them. Okay. How can I join the WhatsApp chat group? The link is in this video description. Okay. Now, when you see this, good. This is good. This is happening. When you see this, you see the same price, same coins, right? And then the same, no, these are different wallets, but you see the same prices coming up this way. This is bot activity. You don't want to buy coins like this. So do you see that 27,000 buys? And yet the coin is how many years old? This coin is 24 minutes old. And then already we are seeing what? We are seeing 28K buys. This is so unnatural. This is bot activity. And someone just bought in it. Did you see? Someone just bought, was it $200? All this is bot activity. So this is a coin you don't want to buy. This is a coin you don't want to buy. This is bot activity. So you can also look out for these things. When you see a repetition of this, you don't want to buy. Audit says no issues, but there's actually issues with this. That's what I was saying in yesterday's live stream, that you don't want to fully trust these metrics. You also have to go in and do your checks. Okay. So don't fully trust these metrics. And interestingly, the same person has voted this as a good coin, and red flag says 0. Shitcoin says 0. So he's just hyping himself up. So I'm just going to put a red flag here. Say this is a red flag. Okay. It's just full of bot activity. And bots are still buying. So if you see this and you are not aware of what is going on, you're going to come in here and buy, because you don't know that there's bot activity going on. Okay. If you want to join my Telegram, it's Undervalued Crypto on Telegram. Undervalued Crypto. And then WhatsApp is also the same thing. I think WhatsApp, you can just go to the channel section and then search for it. It should pop up. So there's a red flag. Just giving a red flag. Let's go back to our charts. Do a quick skimming. Let's keep the likes up, please. Thank you. Okay, small cabal. Let's look at this. Launched just 9 minutes ago, but the number of makers in this market makes me doubt that this coin is genuine. You know, there are 1,200 makers in the market, which simply means the number of unique wallets. So I doubt. Let's see what is happening here. Unless maybe this is some kind of influencer who has announced that he's listing his coin and people are buying. Like you have over 1,000 people buying this unknown coin so fast. Liquidity, 100% locked and burned. Okay, some interesting cash outs here. No issues, audits. I don't trust this audit. So it says that if it's not mintable, what it simply means is that the token owner cannot mint new coins, right? So when it says no, that's what it means. And then when it says it's freezable, token owner can freeze this token to prevent transfers and trading. It says no, so they can't do that. But what if token owner can actually rag on us? It doesn't tell us that. So I don't fully trust these audits, even if it says no issues. Okay, so if these metrics are not making sense to me, too many market makers for such a new coin, I'm going to be skeptical about buying this coin. Let's see what they have to offer us on the website. Okay, do you see cashing out going on here? Another dangerous thing that can happen to a coin is if the price goes below the open candle. Right. That's why I told you that on major exchanges, it's very rare to see that prices are falling up to the open point. It means that, people they were holding excess tokens that they could cash out where they did not buy. Okay. Because this should be your natural support area. This side should be your natural support area. But once people are selling to the point where price falls below the open price, it simply means that someone was holding tokens they never bought and can cash out. Okay, so that's what's happening to this coin. So even though it says here that there are no issues, the owner cannot mint the coins and all that, the owner already has the coins in the wallet. So this is very dangerous to see prices fall below. When you see prices fall below coins like this, you don't want to buy them because somebody is having supply they never bought. That's what it represents. Okay, so let's check out the website. This is their website. It's just like a dummy, useless website, right? So this is not a coin you want to buy. You just have to be careful. This is not a coin you want to buy. Let's check out their X handle. It would even be nothing to write home about. So I'm not going to waste my time to check their X handle. All right. Let's see what we have. Are they any? Let's go to Solana chain because sometimes when the coins are too old on the BSC chain, I don't even want to trade them. So let's look at Solana and see what we can find. They get too old and you don't want to spend time trading those coins. Okay. Let's check out new pairs on the Solana chain. Okay, so small was actually a Solana coin. Switch to BSC. Where are the BSC new pairs? Okay, good. We have new pairs here. Brotherhood. Only one market maker. So this guy hasn't bought. Is literally new. This coin is very new. Brotherhood. So one market maker. The person started with $34. So let's see. Let's go into it and see what is happening. Okay, the chart hasn't moved. Liquidity hasn't been locked. Market cap, everything is zero, right? So this is not something you want to even consider. Let's go back to our BSC coins. Check the new pairs, filter the age. Okay. Starbucks coin. One maker, one unique wallet making a purchase on this. We don't want to buy that because we can become exit liquidity. Once we buy in, the person cashes out and then he's gone. So Baguette coin, 5 makers. Another thing we can do is to come to the makers filter and then just filter the number of makers. Okay. And the highest one is the Liberty Financial because it's just like pumped up. This is 12 hours ago. So this is not a real coin. This was launched by someone else because the real coin launched 2 hours ago. Okay. So let's see. World Liberty. Look at the number of World Liberty tokens. Everywhere is just World Liberty. So if you think that you can buy World Liberty from Dex Screener, it's a lie. They're going to dupe you. All these guys are just creating a scam. So World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 coins, and all these are not the genuine one. So you have to be very, very careful here. And interestingly, they are pricing it at the same price, 26, 26, 26. These guys are good. You know how they do these things. You just have to applaud them because We don't have interesting coins. Let's see the Mori. I think we checked the Mori coin yesterday, but it has been recreated. This is 28 minutes ago. 13 unique wallets trading the coin. So we are not going to go for this because we saw this yesterday when the guy ragged on the stream, right? And the coin has been recreated. So probably the same guy creating the coin again. So let's look for something else. BNB Tiger Inu. Yesterday they had an issue. BNB Tiger had a hack yesterday. So sorry for people that invested in BNB Tiger, went in heavy and saw it as a good project. You see, these things happen in crypto. Sometimes you have trust in a project and then it disappoints you. So you have to, like I always say, never put in an amount you cannot afford to lose. What if you put in a $1K and $1K was something you probably were going to need very urgently? You don't want to put them in such coins. Okay, so let's be careful investing in crypto. Look at this chart. Looks so unnatural. It's not something I would buy. Okay, and liquidity is not locked. And it doesn't make sense for a new coin like this that launched just less than an hour ago to have over 500,000 in liquidity and 1.6 million market cap with 11 zeros. Like, these numbers don't add up. And 1,300 market makers. All these things have been pumped up. It's like fake statistics. So you don't want to buy a coin like this. All these are fake stats. And it even has issues here too. Fake stats. Okay. So we are going to skip this coin. It doesn't give us there's no motivation to buy this coin, okay, from these stats. Okay. So we're going to look for another one. I would still want to filter by age. Banana Chain. This has just launched 3 market makers. You know, it just popped up. It just popped up whilst we were looking at the screen. So we need to check this. Liquidity unlocked. Is it locked? I'm just going to wait for it to load. If it has been locked, the icon will appear. The icon will appear if it has been locked. So it hasn't been locked. 19K liquidity. Switch to a lower time frame. 2 buys. There's a sell here, $567. There's a sell on this. 4 buyers, 1 seller. There's not much activity going on here. Even at the site of the liquidity unlocked, I'm going to leave this coin. I wouldn't trade this coin. Okay, I wouldn't trade it because liquidity has not been locked. So that's my first red flag that I look out for. Good. So this is the coin I told you guys we'll come back to look at. That means that if we got in here, this is where we saw the coin. Do you remember this coin, for those of you who have been on the live stream? And then I put the bar here that we can take profit at this point. Now this is like a 50% increase, because from 9 to 13 is not even more than that. Yeah, 13. This is a 50% gain. So let's say if I put in 100 based on the stats I checked, and I felt, okay, this coin is good. It has much activity, more makers, locked liquidity, good liquidity pool size. I don't want to talk about this audit because I don't trust it. But let's just say I'm making decision based on these facts I saw here, and I'm in the $10 to $100 meme coin challenge. If I enter at this point, I'm sure I'm going to get my $15 here. So my $10 here, by the time I get to this point and cash out, I make my 50%. I have my $15, and then I step out of the market. Now, when the price falls, I need to check, is volume and buys and sells, are they still active? Are people actively trading? Are people still actively trading? If they are, I could come in again at a low price and then make a 30% gain and cash out again. So price is pumping up back up from the line here, the one I drew early on. Okay, so there's been some gains here. 2% gains. Okay, it will come down a bit and then go up again. So I can look at all these stats, right? Look at these stats. Look at the activity. Look at the nature of the chart. Nature of chart activity. Look at the stats on the side. Log liquidity. Good number of makers. Like the stats are balancing. Then I can buy this coin. Someone says, how can I filter the unstable coin on the phone? You want to filter? I don't get your question. Roberto Volker says, please help me check Sigma and Fat and my best friend. Ask me to buy for long term. I'm wondering. These sounds like meme coins, and they are like, I would say probably like 98% of meme coins you don't want to hold for the long term, right? Because they don't have any value, like value proposition. So you don't want to hold meme coins for the long term. You're talking about Sigma coin. He says someone asked you to hold Sigma for the long term. So check to see if they have any value propositions. Otherwise, it's just like pump and dump. I believe this is Sigma, created a year and a month ago. Market cap 9 million, liquidity 1.2. I'm guessing this is the coin. Okay. So let's check the coin you just proposed and see if the stats make sense. Okay, so we see it's been falling for, wow, the chart is even bigger than that. Okay, so this is the coin. This is a Sigma coin that guy says buy and hold for the long term. Let's do a quick analysis. Okay, now number one, price has fallen way too much. 16 cents is down by 16x, but it's still above the launch price. Like, this is what I was saying, guys. You shouldn't see price fall below the launch price. Do you see that? When you see price fall below the launch price, this is danger zone. Like, anything beneath this, anything, let me use the parallel channel, anything beneath this is danger zone. Like, if you are trading a coin and you see price is below this, like this is the launch price, right? If you see it go below this is danger zone. Okay, and if you want to buy a coin and price already below the launch price, I advise you not to buy that coin. Right, I advise you not to buy that coin. Well, there are still some exceptions where coins or projects can bounce back up from the dead, but typically you don't want to buy coins that have, fallen below the launch price. All right. Okay. So, is it a long-term hold? It depends. What value do they have to offer? When we look at this support area, we realize that price was able to move from here to there. Okay. So if you still want to hold, let me just do this. If you still want to hold, this is the potential high you should be looking at. If you still want to hold this coin, this is the potential high. The previous high is a potential high. But anywhere like 50% in the channel is a cashable price. Okay, a price where you can cash out, because most of your highs have been at the 50% area. Like I said, if you are using the Fibonacci retracement tool and we retrace from a low point to a high point, right? The 50% zone is here. This is where the 50% zone is, the green line. You see the green line? So that is a good price point you can cash out. Okay, so let's see. Unstable coin. Well, I think that was the one we looked at that had a good chart, right? Yeah, so that's okay. This coin you don't want to buy. This guy is going to rug pull very soon. So BNB Tiger Inu is not something we want to buy. Now, I said this early on. You see this price is falling below the launch price, and it's just below it. So all these guys here will struggle to make a profit. All these guys below the blue line I drew, they'll struggle because they are below the launch price. Okay. It's very hard for coins that fall below the launch price, like to make a strong comeback. Yes, some do, but I mean, typically you would be in a loss for the long term. All right. So I wouldn't even advise that you get into that. Are there any coins on Ethereum? Let's check out Ethereum. Any coins on Ethereum? On Ethereum, people are also creating the World Liberty Financial. I feel like today is a World Liberty Financial Day where everyone is just like creating coins on there. Okay, so the focus for today has been on World Liberty, but tomorrow you see that most of these coins have died out and there are new coins coming up. Most of these ones will die out. So unstable, the unstable coins looks like something that has attractive parameters. But I don't know if the momentum, the price momentum is going to last for a long time. We can't bet on it. And that's why you want to get into a meme coin. You don't stay for long, come out. It will be better to just retain maybe, you retain maybe $50, 50% profit and then come out of the meme coin than to lose all your money, right? All in the name of like holding for the long term. Today, it seems the class is quiet. I'm not seeing comments coming in. No questions. Yesterday's class was more, lively with a lot of questions. I think a lot of people have gotten familiar with the concepts, so they are not really asking questions. So this coin is doing well. We saw it at this point. This is the price point. We saw it. We saw it at this price point. And it has moved through this channel. So this is a parallel channel. Let me draw this well so you see what I mean. It has moved through this parallel, so I can get my parallel channel tool here. And then I put it here. And you can see that price has respected this boundary, this parallel channel boundary. And it's created a W, or what we call the cap with a wedge. So a cap with a wedge. Okay. So this price movement is natural. It typically happens on the market. Thomas C says, I'm a newbie. Any video to catch up with? Yeah, so you can start watching. If you're a newbie, you can start watching my video on how to buy coins. And then I think I'd have to make a video on explaining the basic terminologies like the liquidity, market cap, and all those stuff so that you can easily understand these concepts. Okay. So unstable coin was a good catch that we saw. Best price point entry would have been where we first saw the coin, which was at this point. And then it's made a good, let's see. We had a 9 and 16. So it's made about 75% increase from when we saw the price. Okay. All right. But if I had seen this coin after the first 3 candles, I would have been skeptical in buying because the price is falling below the launch price. Like I said, some coins can make a comeback. Others wouldn't. Most of the time, they wouldn't. Okay. But this one made a comeback. Probably had Dev and a couple of people withdraw their monies when the coin launched out. Maybe a couple of people that had some supply, or maybe they had some supply in the marketing wallet. People bought a little bit because it goes up a little bit, and then they start to dump. Okay, and then more people came in from here. The fact that you can actually bounce back from the dead when your coin launches out like this is impressive. Okay, so we had an impressive move on this coin, unstable coin. But if I'm doing the $10 to $100 meme coin challenge, I'm not going to buy this coin right now because the price is too high. I'm at the high zone of the parallel channel, so I'm not going to buy here. But anywhere below this 50% short dashes line, I can come in and take a trade. The one with the natural, what is the name of this coin? This is unstable coin. This is unstable coin. And then someone is asking, Victor says we've been asking questions but you're not answering. I'm answering them actually. And I told you how to join the WhatsApp group. Yeah, maybe you were not listening, but I told you how to join the WhatsApp group. If you go to the video description, I've posted the link there. You can join the WhatsApp group. That's what I said earlier on. So for newbies, I would say visit this channel and then watch my video on how to buy coins using Penny Wallet. I would advise or recommend that you start buying coins on the Binance Smart Chain first because that's easier to understand. And then later on, you can move to other chains like Solana and Ethereum. Remy says, I don't get to know the names of the coins you've been talking about. This is unstable coin. Unstable coin. Okay. Yeah, so this price will fall a little bit from here because all these guys at the lower half of the parallel channel have provided liquidity they need to cash out. Okay, it's going to fall from here. What is the name of the site you're using checking the coins? Dex Screener. Dex Screener. Okay. Let's increase the likes. 35 people, 23 likes. There's an imbalance, so let's keep the likes up. Thank you. Okay. Let's check this coin. I see it trending so much in #1 position. This is a unstable tether. I don't know why it's like we've gotten a stable and unstable trend. Yesterday there was stable coin. Now there's unstable coin. There's unstable USDT. What is going on here? We need to see the charts. Okay. When was it launched? It was launched August 27th. So a few days ago. Okay. Few days ago. Let's see the chart. Is it looking natural? Or there's some bot activity? Okay. I'm going to suspect this coin. Look at this. Look at the way it's so. I'm going to suspect this area. I suspect bot activity in this area. Let's check the liquidity. 100 locked, 100 burned. 196K. 9,000. Okay, let's check the website. And then we check their X handle. Okay. USDUT.org. This is their website. It doesn't look appealing. I don't know what's going on here. This doesn't look appealing. Stable coins won't make you rich unless they are unstable. Okay. Is that a current price? Let's see. No, that's not a current. Is that a current price? No, that's not the current price. The current price is 0.2075. So I don't know what they are showing here. They are showing the dollar because they are saying price fee. So this is not updated. I'll be skeptical about this. It's just giving me some strange sounds. Okay. This website alone is questionable. Okay, I don't want to stay there for long. Their X handle, let's wait for it to open. We need to see whether they have a community. Remy says, I tried buying a meme coin on Soulflare. What slippage tolerance should I put? If it's a very new coin, you want to put like 20% because new coins have very volatile pricing. Later on, I will explain slippage, but increase the slippage. Okay. For new coins, you want to increase the slippage. For older coins, you might do like a 1% slippage or 2%. Okay. Or coins that have like larger liquidity. If it's new and it has very large liquidity, you could set it to 2% and it would still trade. It will still swap it. Apart from Penny Wallet, Thomas is asking which other wallet is recommended. So I'm going to recommend MetaMask. Okay, MetaMask. You can add, I found out yesterday that you can add Solana to MetaMask just by searching for it. and I don't know why they didn't put it there by default. So you can add that chain to your wallet if you want to. If you want to buy coins on the Solana network. Okay, so Ethereum, you can get Ethereum chain simply by adding it to your MetaMask. No, it even comes by default. And then we have the Binance Smart Chain, also by default. And then Solana is the only one you have to search and add. So I would say that get the MetaMask wallet, which is good. It's multi-purpose. You barely see. Yes, sometimes they have strange tokens appearing in your wallet where if you swap, they're gonna hack your wallet. But it's not as bad compared to Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet has too many fake tokens appearing in your wallet, and once you swap them, you're gonna have the hackers have access to your funds. So, rule of thumb: never buy any coin and never swap any coin in your wallet that you didn't buy. Never swap any coin in your wallet that you didn't buy. Trust Wallet is good, but the problem with Trust Wallet is that most of the time it has fake tokens appearing in it. Like I can open it right now and I'll see some fake tokens in Trust Wallet. So you don't want to swap those tokens. If you never bought a token and you see it in your wallet, please don't swap it. Okay, let that be your rule of thumb. All right. So Solflare is good, but Solflare, there's that restriction to just the Solana chain. So I would say MetaMask is fine. Multi-purpose, you can always switch to a different chain if you want to swap. So I would recommend MetaMask for you. Okay. Ebenezer says just learning. Yes, that's what we do here. Unstable coin is moving back up again. Like I said, if you see meme coins like this, you don't want to hold them for too long. You are just trying to make, because in crypto, basically what you are doing is you are transferring wealth from someone else's wallet to your wallet just by being in an advantageous position and buying early. That's what crypto is. That's what even stocks, right? So when people say, oh, crypto is a scam, crypto is, I'm like, nah, you just don't understand what is going on. You are, it's happening with everything. In everything, we take money. In business, you take people's money. In stocks, you take people's money. In bonds, you take people's money because government is going to be giving you interest on your bonds when you buy bonds, right? Where did they get that money from? They took it from someone who lent out money to the government. And then they gave it to you when it was your time to receive your pay. So everything in the financial system is simply transferring money from someone else to another person. That's what crypto also is. So you can't say, oh, stocks and bonds are okay, but crypto is a scam. It's the same thing. You are literally transferring wealth from one pocket to another. If you buy stocks, let's say you buy a Tesla stock, right? And you bought it at $20 for a stock. And now it's 100. How did it become 100? It's not out of thin air. More people bought above 20 and it kept increasing the price. And you got it at 100 and you cashed out. So it simply transferred wealth from someone's wallet to your wallet. So when we talk about wealth transfer, it's simply, we say, oh, crypto, wealth transfer, bull run and everything. It's simply you being in an advantageous position and cashing out at a more advantageous position. But someone else will buy here and then you get their liquidity. That's what it is. That's what even business is. We don't make money. Only central banks make money. We take money. So you are literally, if you run a business, right, and then you produce cloth and someone brings money to buy them, you took the person's money by offering your skill and then value. That's what money making is. Money making is simply transferring wealth from one pocket to the other. Nobody went to print. No person apart from the bank is printing money to legally use it and it's right. Like nobody. We are only taking other people's money. So it's the same thing in crypto market, right? There's nothing strange here. All right, let's go back to our charts. So if you get that basic concept of wealth transfer, Aaron says, I saw this Elon Musk fake coin right here. Was it right here? As for Elon Musk, they've abused him in the space because everyone is using his name to create a coin. You can, if I type Elon Musk, you see the number of coins that will pop up. Let me just even type only Elon. You see the number of coins that will pop up. It's searching now. There are so many Elon coins. Look at this. All these are Elon coins. This guy has been abusing the space. And this is not just it. This is probably like 0.01%. Okay. So Elon, they've abused him in the space. A lot of people create Elon Musk coins. What's the full name of the coin? Is it just Elon Musk? If you're new here, join my Telegram, Undervalued Crypto, or search for my, or click my WhatsApp channel that has a link in the description, and you can join. Do you know the full name of the coin? Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Was it already on this list? Now, there's also Doge World Liberty Finance coin. That was launched yesterday. Okay, we checked that one out yesterday. Goat coin. Today, the market doesn't seem so interesting compared to yesterday because the focus today has been on the World Liberty Finance token. That's what the focus has been on today. So we don't really have like more interesting coins being created. Let's see. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah, so Unstable is the only coin that seems to be moving. 45% gain on it. So that's from the time we saw it, because we saw almost an hour ago, right? We don't really have much interesting coins today. Yeah. So Chisom is asking, is Penny Wallet multi-token as well? No, Penny Wallet is only Binance Smart Chain. In the future, I think they are going to bring on more chains so we can swap. Okay, it's by far one of the easiest swapping mechanisms I've seen in crypto, but it always comes at a cost because you'll be charged more fees because they don't have to give you a pop-up to now accept the transfer of your BNB. For example, if I have USDT and I want to make a purchase of a coin, I don't need to get BNB for gas fee. That's the bridge that Penny Wallet crosses. You know, it crosses that bridge of having to now get BNB before you can make a swap. It would swap straight away. But if you have MetaMask like this, you would have to get BNB for gas fee, or you have to get Ethereum for gas fee if you are swapping an Ethereum coin. Okay. How do I link my... Okay, you saw the Elon Musk fake coin in Trust Wallet. Yeah, that's what they do. They'll send some fake coins to you, and then they'll beef up your wallet. So your wallet, maybe your wallet was $500. They'll take it to like 50K. And you feel like, oh wow, I just made 45K from a strange coin. No, don't swap that coin. Usually that coin is a scam. So you don't want to swap that. How do I link my MetaMask to this platform? For Dex Screener, I don't know if... Let's see. I don't know if you can link it straight away. I doubt. Let's check Dex Tools. I don't know if Dex Tools has made provision for that. Dex Tools. I don't know if they've made provision for that, but if they have, then we can connect. Any platform that gives us that ability to connect our wallet, you can easily trade on that, and it makes things faster. Okay, makes things faster. Other than that, what you'd have to do is, for example, if you see a coin you like, let's say KK the Frog, Okay, this was created 4 minutes ago, 2 megas. Now let's say you see a coin you want to buy, for example, KK the frog. You're gonna come here and then you'd see pair and then you see KK and you see BNB. Okay, then you copy the KK address here. For example, I'm not saying go and buy this coin. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, no locked liquidity. I'll not recommend it. But let's say you want to buy a coin like this. You copy this, and then you go into your MetaMask if you want to use that to swap, or maybe your Penny wallet. Now, because it's on the Binance Smart Chain, it indicates BNB here. It means you can buy with Penny wallet. But if it's like WSO, it means it's Solana, so you cannot purchase on Penny wallet. Okay. So with this, I'll do a pasting or importation in MetaMask or Trust Wallet or Penny Wallet and then make a swap. Okay. All right. So now let's check DEX tools. Good. So DEX tools, it looks like we can buy directly on DEX tools because we can connect our wallet. So if you see something like this, these are platforms you can actually connect your wallet to and make direct purchase instead of going to copy the address and now going to paste in Penny Wallet. All right. Wisdom says gas fee working on Penny Wallet. Yeah, it works. It's factored into the price of the coin. Like when you're buying, they deduct it. Yeah, so that you don't have to separately pay for gas fee via BNB. I think it's factored into it. Daniel says, please, can you check Kedol on Solana? It's below 60K market cap. Kedol, rather. Kedol. Let's see. Okay, unstable coin is going. So we have missed out on profits from this coin, right? We could have re-entered here again, and re-entered here, right? Probably double that money. But anyway, we are not currently trading or doing the 10 to 100. But if you saw it and you feel like, yeah, I could have gone in on this coin, this would have been good profits for you. Kedol. Let's see what we have. Kedol, right? KEDOL. You said it's less than 60K market cap. This coin is called Nobody Sausage. But just creating silly coins. Nobody Sausage. Okay. Kedol, I believe this is the one you're talking about because it has some movements on there. 24 hours, 2.7 liquidity, 9.9K. Created 6 hours ago. Okay. Liquidity hasn't been locked, so I'm not going to buy this. Just be careful with this coin. Okay. A rag pull is imminent. 58 makers, 2.7K. People buying and selling. You have to be careful with this coin. Okay, liquidity hasn't been locked. You don't want to buy it. You see that? You don't want to buy this coin. Thomas is asking, do we have other platforms aside Dex Screener for researching coins? What is the exact time to buy BNB Tiger? BNB Tiger had an issue yesterday. Have they? I don't know if they have fixed their liquidity, but let me look at that and then answer Thomas. So BNB Tiger, yesterday they had a hack that dumped their coin, and I know, sometimes this thing we are doing is very difficult. Like we are doing a very difficult job because you need to try as much as possible to call coins that will make people money. Like that's a very difficult thing to do. Okay, so sometimes you guys have to give us grace. It's a very difficult thing to do, to call coins and always like make profit for people, like help people make profits. It's not easy, right? What is the probability that some coins are gonna go bad or are gonna go well? What's the probability? Okay. All right, so BNB Tiger, I think this is it. It fell drastically yesterday. This is what happened to the coin. But I think people are buying back in. because we see a green candle. You see that? Let's switch to 4 hours. People are buying back in. Wow. This is interesting. Because yesterday it fell, and you see this candle. Man, this is sad because a lot of people bought in this coin due to the hype around it. You see, people are buying back in. But when coins suffer like big blows like this, I don't want to recommend them for you to buy because investor confidence is now low. They don't have confidence in this coin anymore. So I wouldn't recommend coins that have like dumped like this that are trying to revamp. You just become exit liquidity again, because all the people that bought here feel that, okay, the price is now coming up a little bit. People are adding liquidity, so let me go and cash out as much as I can before it goes down again. So this is like, okay, it's resurrecting, but I still need to cash out my money because I've lost confidence. You want to be very, very careful with coins that have fallen, that have dumped due to maybe a contract issue. That's why I told you guys yesterday that don't buy baby wiki cats because they had a problem with their contracts, which was the devs should have done their due diligence. If you took over a contract from a former dev, you need to do your due diligence and be sure that the contract is safe and that they haven't manipulated anything before leaving it in your care. That's what they didn't do. So the dev came back when he saw the coin was pumping to take out liquidity. He took out 4K or whatever amount. Was it 4K or 10K? I don't know. All right. So you have to be very, very careful with this coin. And if you're a dev, you don't want to be buying contracts from people. Why don't you just create your own coin? If you want to create baby wikicat, just create your own and then launch it out. That way you don't have any problems. But you don't say, oh, somebody launched it out, he owns the contract, he knows the ins and outs of the contract, and then you just go and take over. Like, that's dangerous because you never know what he did before leaving. And this is tech. This is tech. There's intel, there's intelligence on cybersecurity, IT manipulations and all that. He could have done something to the contract before leaving. Just be very, very careful. And this is a lesson for some of us if we want to become devs in the future. You should create your own contract and then set your fees and everything so that you're not going to have future problems. Okay. So yeah, the other platform I was introducing to you was Dex Tools, which I said you can connect your wallet. So when you click on that, you should be able to connect your wallet from here. It says step 1, connect your wallet. So you would choose which one you want to connect. So MetaMask says it's a multi-chain. Like I said, it's a multi-chain wallet. SoFlare, I have it, so I could connect, wallet connect, but I'll do MetaMask, right? Because it's like multi-chain, so I can easily buy whatever coin I want to on whatever chain. Alex says, please check out Bodyscan AI. Okay. Yeah, wisdom. Yeah, I'm gonna put together. There are a couple of people asking for a mentorship course. I'm gonna put some good stuff together, and then we run a mentorship. Okay. Yeah, I was talking with one guy yesterday. He wants to be on a mentorship program, so I'm gonna do that quickly for you guys. All right. All right. So connect, and then I can choose maybe SoFlare. Why is it saying denied? Connection can be declined if a previous request is still active. Okay. Let's see, MetaMask. Oh, okay, so this is active, that's why. EMV network. Okay, then it gives me a pop-up. So you see, it makes things easier when you are trading on your laptop. So this is where I come in, log in, and then I can, once I connect my wallet and I see any coin I want to buy, I can easily make a swap, right? Okay. So just to show you that, yeah, you can do this. So let me go, let's see what coins are here. Now, these are the daily gainers, daily losers. This also has its different appeal, different interface, and how it presents coins to you. So you're going to see this is more colorful. I like this one. So you can see how much gains the coins have made within 24 hours. You can see their price. You can see the pair. The pair simply means that if it's PP and WETH, simply means PP and wrapped Ethereum. So you can swap this on Ethereum chain. Then this one is block and USD1. So you can swap it with USD1, which is a stable coin. And then we scroll down, you're going to see ETH. This can be swapped with ETH. USDC, this can be swapped with USDC. So you see the pairs, right? This one gives you the pairs, but I don't think Dex Screener was giving us any pairs, was it? Okay, it gives us the pair. I didn't even see it. So Solana, stroke Solana means you can swap on Solana. But because it's grayed out, I didn't even see it. Okay, so it directly tells you what chains you can swap it on, which is cool. Let's go back to our DEX tools, and then we can see when it was created. Okay, and we can click this and then filter it out. We can filter out the creation. So by comparison, you can see that DEX tools, that is the the latest is just 1 day, and then there's a 6-day gap, 7 days, and then there's a 2-day gap, 4 days gap. So if I'm trading on DEX tools, I wouldn't have fresh coins coming in very regularly. That's why I was using DEX Screener, because DEX tools is not giving us like coins coming out 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like new coins. It's not giving us that. So I'm not going to be taking, much inspiration from this. Okay, so let's see. Is there a way we can find pairs that are not just Ethereum, like Binance Smart Chain? Let's see what we can find. Oh, and at this point, you can create your token. So for example, if one day we decide to create a community token, right? You can just come here and create the token. We click it, and it's going to lead us here, and we can create the token. So now creating tokens are very easy, but I remember somewhere 2020, 2021, when we started our crypto project, we had to pay someone to create our contract for us, right? But these days, there are platforms where you can just click about 4 buttons and your token is created with everything you want to see in the contract. But those days, when we started out, we had to pay a dev to create our own dashboard because we wanted people to see the rewards they were getting from holding our coins. So we had to customize our dashboard where you come in and say, oh, I'm making 8 BUSD, I'm making 15 BUSD. So that cost us about $5,000 to create that dashboard. And that money, we had to raise it from private investors. That's why these coins always have private sales and private investors. So they can provide money for the coin to have all these amenities before it launches out. All right, that's why they do private sale. So World Liberty, like I was saying, they did a private sale because they also need money to do certain things, right? Even the Binance listing and all those things, like how many coins just list for the first time and they get on Binance? You need a lot of money. So that money would have to also be raised through the private sellers. Okay, I think to list your coin on Binance, you will not pay anywhere less than $50,000, probably even $100K, just to list your coin there and give it that exposure. But I think it's worth it in the long run because you're going to have more than $100K trading volume. You're going to make back your money if you list on Binance. So that balances out. Okay. Let's see. Meme board. Okay, so they have a meme board. Token creator, live pairs, airdrops. They have airdrops too here. But I'm starting to dislike airdrops because I feel like these new projects, they cheat you with airdrop tokens. You might have a very high expectation that a certain coin that is about to launch will be worth something, right? And then they airdrop you peanuts. So I've just gotten tired of airdrops and I've stopped doing them. Most of the coins are just giving out peanuts, which is not fair. Okay, so right here, we see new coins, the new section, and then we see the pre-launch coins, and then we see the launch coins. So the launch coins are better than the pre-launch coins. The pre-launch coins are better than the new coins. In other words, higher trust, medium trust, low trust. Okay, so if you're a newbie, you don't want to be doing like the very new coins here. You want to do launched coins here, because trust level here will be better than trust level here. At least these ones have gone through some higher market caps and volume and number of holders. But you see this, the holders and the volume is just dash, 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 dash. So it doesn't really paint a good picture. And with this, holders, we have holders, all right, but they are fewer compared to the holders here. Okay. All right, so you want to, this market cap is green, probably because it's above 100K. Look at this. Look at this. Just post a picture of it. Meme coin world is such a silly world, yeah. Okay, so I see that every market cap above 100K is giving us a green. Do you see the coin we saw on Deck Screener? The Stupid World Liberty Finance is also here. It's not something we want to trade. Okay, so these are this a zone? I call this a degen zone. This like risky areas where this like a zone for high risk lovers. Okay, you don't want to come here and trade like this. Zero holders and all that. Nah, created 12 seconds ago. Rivet. Most of these guys will just scam you and leave the market. So you want to see that the coin is a little bit established. Maybe you want to start looking at pre-launch and then launched coins. Pre-launch and launch coins. That'll be your best bet. Nathaniel is asking, please check USD UP. USD UP. USD UP. Unstable pump. This was created 42 minutes ago. Okay. Let's see. Burned liquidity. Okay. I think this looks like... let's switch to the 1 minute chart. Okay. People buying and selling. Okay. From here, made about 30%. Okay. Okay. USD UP. Yeah, it looks like a coin you could throw in like some $5 or some $10. But not at this point. Okay, the market is starting to retrace at this point. Starting to retrace at this point. So this is not something you want to put in like huge chunk of money, especially even not at this price level. Okay, but it's a good catch. Just that we should have caught this coin earlier. Okay, it's a good catch. Yeah, that's a good catch, Nathaniel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see what they have on their website. And then we wrap up for today. We've done about an hour and 30 minutes. And what is with this style of designing websites? I don't know what is happening, but it's like maybe pump.fun is given like a basic template for people to create websites because they are looking similar. Body scan AI. Please check out body scan AI. Okay, let's see. Body scan AI. This looks like a coin we could have entered if we were doing the $10 to $100 meme trading challenge. Looks like a coin we could have entered. but we are seeing it late, so I wouldn't risk too much. Body scan AI, which is this scan AI. Okay, I see they also locked some liquidity. There's more to liquidity locking. I'll probably teach in a mentorship class. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see. When was it launched? Oh, this looks like an old coin. This looks like an old coin. Launched in January 2025. Right here, January 2025. January 26, 2025. What was the highest? So it's been to this level. 76% drop, fallen by 76%. This is, I don't see much activity going on here. So if you are now contemplating on buying, I would say buy another coin because this one has had its run. This coin has had its run. Okay. Unless, of course, the marketing team has like big, huge plans for this coin to pump it. If not, it's not something I would say look at. Just look at a new coin. Ibrahim, when is your challenge starting? We are going to do Friday to Sunday, $10 to $100 challenge. So you send a screenshot of your $10. You top up to $12 for gas fee. So send a screenshot, and then we can do another group for that, so that it's only people. Well, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking, like, if you want to join, or we can do this. If you want to join, you just fill a form and then attach a screenshot of your balance. You fill a Google form, you attach a screenshot of your balance, and then we know that you are in the competition, right? So we can do something like that. Because I was thinking, if we make it general and we just say, oh, we are all trading, how do we know who is part of the competition? So we can just create a Google form for that, attach a screenshot of your $12, and then you put in your phone number or your WhatsApp ID, whatever it is. Okay. So basically that's it for today. We don't have too many interesting coins popping up on our feed. So that's what we could do. World Liberty, let's see what kind of value proposition they have in store for us in the future. And maybe we can join. When the price comes down a bit, maybe we can join it. Yeah, but as it stands, I want the hype to cool down. Then we'll see. Maybe Trump has to come back and then tell us, okay, this is what we want to do. This is where we foresee the project going. But so long as he's not doing that, we can't really tell what value they are proposing. Because when we early on checked the website, it was just plain like value, just like many other projects say on their website. There was nothing too special about it. How do you copy the CA from Deck Screener? So I showed on the right side, you see where we have the liquidity. Just scroll down, you would see pair, you see the name of the coin, and then you see maybe BNB or Solana. And then you click on the name of the coin. There's a contract address there. You click on it. How can you get the video for yesterday's class? It's right here on my YouTube channel. It's right here. Go to the live section. This channel, go to the live section, and then you'd see the recording from yesterday. If you haven't liked this video, kindly drop a like on it. We are almost wrapping up the class. We've done about 1 hour 30 minutes. So Friday, today is one of the rare days I can be with you on a Monday, especially like around this time, because typically I'm at work. So we have to do weekends. We can do weekends. Weekends will be better for me. Yeah, we can do weekends. Let's increase the likes to 30. before we close. Do we pay to click likes? Do we pay to click likes? Like some people find it so hard to just leave a like on the video. Which icons did you click to segregate the DEX2 screens to launch and then new coins, etc.? Okay, so I think on the left side, when you hover the left side, you would see new coins. You see all those options that it gives you, and then you select the ones you want. So that's where I did the change. Yeah, so yesterday's class can be found on this channel once you visit. Also, if you want to join the WhatsApp channel, use the link in the description. Or if you want to join on Telegram, just search for Undervalued Crypto. Today I realized I haven't had any complaints about my sound, so I assume it's good. You see the World Liberty token is falling. It's falling in price. People are cashing out now. So until we have value proposition, we cannot really say that this coin is worth holding for the long term. I will send out a flyer and details on when we start the $10 to $100 meme challenge. And getting on coins, you make a 50%, 100% step out. Look for the next best coin. If for the whole day you are not getting any coin, just wait for the next one to launch. Okay, no pressure. Encore says the sound is good. Yeah. Today's sound is good. I don't know. I connected this, but the funny thing is when I connect this mic on TikTok, like nobody complains. But I don't know. YouTube has to work on its mobile live stream. Yeah. Nathaniel, I hope you got the instruction on how to copy the contract address from Deck Screener. Yeah, it's very, very simple. Very simple. Yeah, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? How has your crypto investing gone? Wisdom says, oh yeah, believer, I mean, you can always scroll back and watch, but you know, most of the things you are doing is in real time, so I don't know. Well, there's still a thing or two you can pick from today's lesson. Wisdom is asking right time to buy. Are you asking or you're saying is the right time to buy Kingdom Coin? Yeah, Kingdom Coin has fallen in value, so I would say it's on a discount now. Hopefully in the future we should see prices go up. I just hope it's going to pump up. I just hope. I'm on hopium. I'm on hopium. I just hope it pumps up. Yeah. I just hope it pops up. Yeah. So get 10 USDT. Okay. Get 10 USDT in your wallet. I would recommend MetaMask. Okay. Get it in there. And then Friday, we are going to start the $10 to $100 meme coin challenge. And if you lose your money, you've lost it. I mean, just put it in your form that, yeah, you know what, you lost it. So, yeah. And we are only using $10 because I think that generally it's an amount many of us can afford to lose. I don't want to do $100 because somebody is going to take all the 100 in a coin and then they lose the money. We could do 100 to 1,000, but let's start with 10 to $100 meme coin challenge. And then we build up from there. Do you think Creep can do better than Wiki? If I should judge based on total supply, I would say that I would say, yeah, I'm going to address that question, wisdom. If I should judge based on total supply right now, I would say crepe will do better, right? If I should be judging based on the the supply right now, because WeCat has too much supply, and so it's very challenging for the price to push up, especially when we got to the 6 zeros. It was a little bit difficult to push the price up above that because the supply was too much. Now, which also means that the team has to work on a way, they will have to work on finding a way to burn that extreme supply, because we had what? We had about 800 trillion coins in the system. So 800 trillion coins is too much. They burned 300 trillion. We are left with 500 million, but even that is still burning at a slow rate. So I would say that if you're holding WikiCat, see it as a long-term project because the supply is too heavy. So you should be seeing WikiCat as a long-term project as it stands. Okay. See it as a long-term project. So if you're holding, know that I'm going to hold this for the next 2-3 years. Okay. Because ever since I saw it, we've burned 5 trillion, and I saw it last month. Like, I'd seen it way before that, but I mean, I got in like with a larger bag last month. Okay, but I'd got in way before. I think I got in around March, or is it March? So I made like a 10x when that pump came. Was it a 10? Probably maybe 7 to 10x, because at that time I put in, I think it was either $9 or it's either, it has 9 in it, either $9 or $19. I did not put in more than $20 when I first bought the coin around March, April. And when I opened my wallet, I was having a little over $100. So if I had put in $9, I don't clearly remember, but if it was $9 I put in, I made a 10x. And if it was 19 I put in, I made a 5x. So I'm still in profit, right? But then I topped up with about $20 after it made a slight pump, and I saw that, wow, this coin has potential. So based on supply, if I'm to judge, I'll say WikiCat is going to take a while. Okay, we have to find a way to burn a lot of supply. And crepe, by comparison, I'll take crepe. You might want to also hold it for the long term because it has smaller supply. What is the supply on crepe? Let me check the supply on crepe right now. Today they were saying on the WhatsApp page that the market is bleeding or is all red. It's all red sometimes. Sometimes it's all red for like 3 months straight. So it's not new. It's not new. When you get in, and the bull run is going to have, every bull run we have brings on more people into the crypto space. Every bull run we have, a lot of people get in on the coins. Let me do this. I think this is better, so I'm a little bit close to. Okay. Every bull run brings in a lot of people. Every bull run brings in a lot of people, and when they come in, they need to understand that the market was red before you came in. Okay, so after the green candles, after we see the profits, what's going to happen is that the market is going to go back down. Okay, so usually new people would expect that the market will always go up. It doesn't work that way. All right, doesn't work that way. So crepe, let's look at crepe. Crepe stands at 4 zeros and a 1. It used to be 7 zeros and a 1, which is a 1000x made so far, which means that your $10 could have been 10K. If it's difficult to know which coin would do well in the long run, especially when you are checking those coins from Dex Screener. Like some of these coins, like the unstable coin and all that, you can see all those coins, but as to whether this will become a household name, you can't really tell. So a lot of people saw Shiba Inu at 10 zeros, but it's just like seeing any other coin. Okay, it's just like opening the deck screen and seeing any other coin. How do you know that Shiba Inu at 10 zeros at the time would clear 6 zeros? How do you know that if I put $10 in it, I'll become a millionaire? Like, you can't really know, you know? So same thing for creep. It was 7 zeros, now 4 zeros. Like, you can't really know that, okay, this thing will clear 3 zeros, so I have to keep my money in there. But at least we know that we can take profit along the line. Okay, it's better to have little profits than to completely lose out on a coin. Okay, so creep has a supply of 690 billion, and then wikicat has 500 trillion. So this has 690 billion, wikicat 500 trillion. So plus wikicat is 6 zeros, and then this is 4 zeros. So by comparison, wikicat is still behind creep in terms of the metrics. Wisdom says Penny Wallet doesn't show the chart. Yeah, Penny Wallet is still working on an upgrade. They will give us a live feed of the charts soon. It's a new wallet, so let's give it grace. Okay, it's a new wallet. We're going to give it grace. They will pick up. Ibrahim says, are we picking Sol or Binance Memecoin? Well, any of them. Any two. Any two. But you see, the thing is, if you are trading, let's say, Binance Chain coins, and you see a Solana coin you want to buy, you now have to bridge to Solana. Okay, and you can bridge it in MetaMask. That's why I was saying that you guys should get MetaMask, because it's a very good wallet. Because it's multi-chain, they have a bridge feature. And for example, if I want to send USDT from Binance Smart Chain to Solana, I'll just tap on USDT and I'll tap on bridge, the bridge icon. You see it right there when you open any coin chat. You see bridge, and then you tap on bridge, and then you say I'm sending it to Solana, my Solana network. So you just select the wallet and then it will send it there. So that USDT will be on the Solana chain. It's easy to bridge. Previously, we couldn't do that. You know, some of us really got into crypto early because previously you couldn't bridge coins like that. You would have to, for example, if I had USDT on Binance Smart Chain and I want to send it to a Solana chain, I have to send that USDT. For example, if it's in my MetaMask, I'll send it to Binance or BitGet. Okay, Binance at the time. And then I'll now buy Solana and then send it to my Solana wallet. So recently, there have been some innovation along the line, which is helping some of us. So you can easily bridge in MetaMask by tapping on Solana, the bridge icon, and then you bridge to a different network. Yeah. If we are going to go live, we probably have to do like a TikTok live tomorrow, TikTok or YouTube live tomorrow. But it would be late. It would probably be around 10:30 GMT plus 0 and 11:30 GMT plus 1. For those in the East, they will be fast asleep, so they will miss out on this live stream. Yeah, but so I think that Crave can do better than Wiki. I think, even though I love WikiCat so much, I would still, like, if I have $100 and someone is asking, okay, WikiCat and Creep, choose one that you're going to put only $100 in. I'll probably go for Creep. Why? Because of the value proposition I'm seeing. They want to do copy trading on their platform, and community is good, limited supply. Yeah, I would have gone for Creep. But if I'm given the option to split the 100, I'll do 50 in Creep, 50 in WikiCat, and then hold it for 1 or 2 years. I'll just hold it for 1 or 2 years. Imagine what the prices of these coins will be 5 years from now, right? I know one guy, he gets a coin on his wallet, he deletes the wallet, and he keeps his password and passphrase. It deletes everything crypto, coin market cap, everything, and he forgets about it. But he knows where his passphrase is. So maybe 2-3 years time, you go and open his wallet and check. I mean, people are making money from that strategy, right? If you are someone who, you just want to get a coin and not be bothered about whatever happens afterwards, you could use that strategy. But some of us, we check our wallets almost every day, so it will be difficult to hold coins for the long term. Because if my wiki card tomorrow is like 50K, I'll be so tempted to cash out, right? If I have like $100 and the $100 is 15K, I would see it and I'll be like, nah, I have to cash something out. I have to cash. So the rule of thumb I'm going to give you is that always take out your initial capital. If you put $100 in a coin and it becomes $400 and you want to hold that coin for the long term, at least take out your $100 or take out 150, 100 with a little profit, so that if the coin crashes tomorrow, you know that, oh, I still took some profit, right? Still took some profit. So yeah, that would be my counsel for you. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's session. It's been very insightful. We keep learning on the daily. If you are new here, I would say subscribe to the channel, because we talk about how to make money in crypto. Yeah, Sean says, well said, brother. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could go like 6 hours, but we still have other duties for the day. Ritachi says hi. Yeah, you're welcome. And for those that were asking for the mentorship class, I want to do a serious breakdown of liquidity, right? The liquidity issue is a very broad topic. I want us to still look at it in a mentorship program. So I'm going to put one together. Yeah, patience said my first time, but I learned a lot. Yeah, the WhatsApp group, the link is in the description of this video. Okay. Once you join the channel, you can, I think I'll put the group chat link there, but then you can use the search button and then type chat or group, and you see the link to the group. Let's see what we have here. I'm trying to see if I'd find the channel link. I think I added it to this stream. It should be. It should be on this stream. Okay, you know what? Let me just switch accounts and then see if. Yeah, much love. We appreciate. Yeah. I put it in the description. So one moment, yeah. Oh, okay. I realize the description doesn't show. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. I get it. It looks like I would have to end the stream, and then you can now access the description where I posted the link. So if you have Telegram, search for Undervalued Crypto, or just go to my description area and then tap on the Telegram link. I would have to put my WhatsApp channel there. That just reminded me, so that people can, just like click on the WhatsApp link from here. So I'd have to put the WhatsApp link right there, so it makes things easier for you. Okay. Rosemary says, I'm new to crypto, but I'm learning a lot from you. Thanks for your time and efforts. You're welcome. TikTok is Undervalued Crypto. Same name on TikTok, Undervalued Crypto. Undervalued Crypto. The same name here, the same name on TikTok. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining. I might do TikTok later today. I don't know, depending on my schedule and how much free time I have on my hands. So thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in my next live stream. Hopefully, we should do one tomorrow or weekends. I don't know. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. So.